Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. Today we're going to go ahead and get started on the tailstock. And yes, I did something without you guys. I know, bad Bob, bad Bob. Before we get started on the tailstock, I'll show you what I did without you guys. Simply because I just wanted to get it done. I didn't want to mess with camera yesterday, so I just went ahead and did it. Don't forget to have your Trump coffee today. Let Mr. Trump know how proud you are of him and the work that he's doing. And let's get to it. So here is the carriage, all nice and purdied up. Everything works perfect. I got it adjusted, cleaned up the chuck, and cleaned up the 4-jaw chuck, as you can see back there. And this one here, my goodness, that thing was full of chips and hard grease and everything. So we got the cover on and got that taken care of. Got it in back gear right now, I think. No, that's out of back gear. It's going to take some time to get used to this, but I'm not real too sure what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it. I'm leaning towards going ahead and selling it, simply because the spindle bore, this thing's only got a 7/8 spindle bore. I think it's 7/8. We'll find out here real quick. Let's see what that is. We'll get it out of millimeters here. Oh, come on. Wow, it's not very big at all. Now you look at that. What that says. So I can't imagine them making that odd. It's 3/4 inch spindle bore, and my Grizzly has a 1-inch spindle bore. Actually, an inch and 30 seconds. So I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I want to sell this lathe. I would probably be more apt to get more out of the Logan, because I need the money. I need the money real bad, and my channel's not doing it for me, so I have to do things that's going to make my life better. And right now I am so far in debt that it's not funny. So it just makes more sense to sell the one that's going to get me the most money. And I'm used to the Grizzly. I know it inside and out. This one here, yes, it's got auto feed, which is what I was looking for. I want auto feed on both the cross slide and the carriage, in forward and reverse, which my Grizzly does not have. So I haven't made a decision yet. we'll see. But anyway, let's go ahead and put you down here to the bench and we'll show you the tailstock before. Now this is quite possibly the ugliest freaking tailstock I've ever laid eyes on. We got to do the wrench, and we got a dauber which has got some hard grease on it. Go ahead and take this out. Alright, guess we go ahead and take this part out. Look at the difference in the way that looks. At least it's nice and smooth. Just needs cleaned up on the end there where it wasn't stuck all the way in. They should have stuck that all the way in before they stored it. Alright, so now I'm not sure how this comes out. Let's see here. It might just slide right up out of there. I'm not real sure. Seems like it ought to slide up out of there. I don't think it goes down. Well, I guess I need to go do a video and find out how that comes out of there. Oh, there it is. There's how it comes out. Alright, so that's just a threaded stud, and that's the only thing that goes down in there. So, hey, we figured it out without YouTube. Alright, then we're going to take this loose. And I can tell you right now, this lathe is really it's really cleaning up nice. I'm actually impressed as to how nice it's cleaning up. Alright, so now the next thing, they didn't have that thing centered. So now let's take this out. Maybe. The good thing about my wrench, or my screwdriver, is it's got a place that you can put a 7/16 socket on, or wrench on it. Yeah, turn it the other way. Alright. And take this side out. I would imagine there should be some brass pins in there that's got a 45 on them, or 60-degree thing on it, but we'll find out. Alright. Alright. Maybe we'll go the other way better. Alright, once got this, it it should slide right off of there. Oh, it just comes off straight up. So you just learned something. And it looks pretty decent. It's just got a lot of that cosmoline or whatever you want to call it. Alright, so now the next thing we'll do is take this loose, and that is, see what size that is. Inch and a half. Actually, I think that's an inch and 3/8. Nope. Well, let's go ahead and take this hand wheel off first. Alright, now we can get the box stand on it. Alright, put the wrong wrench. It's actually in between inch and a half and inch and I just got a little play to it. Alright, so now we got that pretty tight. Alright, there's our lead screw. And we got a little keeper here. And the way I take them keepers out is I just take a pair of dikes and grab a hold of the edge of it and just kind of come up with it. Well, this one's going to prove a liar out of me. And then just bring it up. That way you don't damage it by putting a screwdriver on it and try to knock it up out of there. Alright, so there's nothing in there. So now we've got it disassembled. Now, I swear I hate these kind of oilers. I despise them. They never work properly, and you don't know there's no guarantee that you're getting oil to it because you can't see what's going on. That's why I made them brass ones for mine. When it's empty, I know that oil's going down on that spindle. This one here, I just never did like those kind. They never work properly for me. So I may go ahead and make a brass one for that. Take this one out. I like them better. There's no oilers on the headstock simply because they're sealed bearings. So I'm going to clean all these parts up. I just wanted to show you how it came apart. And I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, and then when we get ready to put it back together, then I'll show you the putting it back together and be done with it. Alright guys, we've got everything nice and clean. and painted, and now we get to put it back together. So this is going to be how to put a tailstock for this Logan lathe back together. Now that handle, ain't a whole lot more I can do for it. It was pretty rusty, and it doesn't shine like that, although I wish it did. And I may not be done with it yet. I may take and chuck that up in the lathe somehow and use some 220 or 320 sandpaper and try to get that right. But I think it looks okay. I can live with it. So I guess the first thing we got to do is, instead of putting the base on it, we'll start with this. And I masked all this off right here and here so that no paint got in there, so I don't have to worry about that. So first thing we do is go ahead and stick our dauber in. And then we'll go ahead and stick this in. Get the towel. And then this goes into this. Then we got our keeper, or key. Then put our hand wheel on. Get our dead blow. You don't want to use no hammer on these. You want to use a dead blow, because a dead blow is not going to destroy anything. And then we'll put our nut on there, and that is a 9/16. And that will screw into this. Actually, I did that backwards. Let's take that hand wheel back off. The reason I'm taking that back off is because I'd rather use the closed end part of the wrench instead of the open end, because an open end can cause you so much problem. Alright, now we can put that back on. And put our nut back on it. Alright, now we got that. So now we'll go ahead and stick the tail piece, or the cylinder in, or piston, or whatever you want to call it. Make sure you lube it up real good. Now, you got a slot on the bottom of it that goes down, because you got a pin in there. Alright, that keeps it from spinning. Alright. Then we'll take the stop or the lock and slide it down in there just like so. Wipe your hands. Alright, there's that. Now we'll go ahead and put our screws in. And we're only going to screw that in to where it starts coming out of the back side, which I went too far. Alright, and then we'll do the same thing to the other side. Alright, now we'll take this and set it on there, just like so. And now we're going to adjust it. And what we're going to do, we're going to adjust it until these lines line up with each other. So the top needs to go in this direction. Actually I need this one. Alright, so now right, then we tighten this one down, and then tighten this one down. Now we go to put our bottom piece on. That will go in there just like so, so it don't turn. We'll put a washer on. And then we'll go put it on the lathe. So I'll meet you there. Alright, so now let's go ahead and set this down on there. And then make sure that the Alright, now we'll put our wrench on there and we're going to adjust this so that it never has to come off. So we'll tighten that, something like that. Alright, so alright. I think that'll be a happy medium right there. Alright. And then we'll show you what it looks like. This is either going to make me a nice lathe, or it's going to make somebody else a nice lathe. And I don't think I'm going to paint this, although it would match this one, but everything works. Three-jaw chuck. Spindle. Back gear. Everything looks pretty good. So now the next thing I need to do is I need to clean this wheel up, or this pulley, and get that done. Then we've got the lead screw, which is right there. So that's next. That will be in the next video. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to keep this or if I'm going to sell it. Like I said, I need the money. And that's more important than having an old school lathe. Yes, I'd rather have the old school lathe, but, you know, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And it's going to be a really nice lathe. It sucks though that it's only got a 3/4 inch through hole in the spindle. The Grizzly has a 1 inch. It's actually 1 inch and 1/32. So I like the fact that it's got a bigger bore in it on the Grizzly. They both have their downfalls. The Logan is a lot tougher. Of course, that doesn't even need to be said. They made tougher stuff back in the old days. Today, they don't make things tough. They make stuff so it'll break so you can go buy a new one. And I think that sucks. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you learned something about the tailstock. I probably should have done one on the compound or the saddle. I just wasn't feeling video time yesterday, and I just wanted to get it done. So I'm sure there's a video out there somebody showing that coming apart. There's just a lot of pieces to that, and it was just too much. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.